Hello friends, welcome to our new video. This is the Fire and Ice poem in your first flight book, whose author is Robert Frost. So let's start. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I've tasted of desire, I hold with whose favor fire. Word meanings are desire means a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Favor means approval or support. The poem expresses the profound idea that the whole world would end in either of two ways, either by ice or fire. One group is of the opinion that someday the Earth's core will get so heated up that it would lead to fire, destroying the Earth's surface. On the other hand, the second group says that if the temperature goes down to an extent that makes life on Earth impossible, it would have the same catastrophic effect. The poet then compares fire and ice with the destructive features of human emotion, desire and hatred. He says that from what he is aware about fiery desire, he would favor the ones who say that it would be fire. By saying so, he brings about the idea that human beings let their emotions rule them, and the consequence of unmonitored longing is chaos. So this is the second stanza. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. What meanings is perish is die and suffice is be sufficient. So its meaning is then by not waiving off the first option of fire, he considered if the world has to expire twice, ice would be equally competent in ending it. He brings about a contrast between ice and hatred, the human compatibility of insensitivity and hatred has a potential for inner destruction. Though slow and steady, it has the same effect that desire has on us. So, if given an option between fire and ice, ice would be just as good as fire to destroy the world. So, these are some literary devices. Its rhyme scheme is A B A, A B C, B C B. Assonance. In previous video, also we have seen the meaning of assonance, and its meaning is it is the repetition of vowel sound in same line. The repetition is at different places in different words. Example: the long sound of O in I hold with those who favor fire. Next, alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound at the start of two or more closely placed words. Example is the sound of I in favor fire and W in word will. Word will. Imagery. Imagery is used to make readers perceive things involving their five senses. Example: some say the world will end in fire, and to say that for destruction ice is also great. And fifth is anaphora, the repetition of the word or expression at the start of the two or more consecutive line. Example: some say is repeated at the start of line 1 and 2. Sixth is personification. Personification is to give human qualities to inanimate objects. In this poem, fire and ice are capable of destruction. Thus, the poet personifies fire and ice by giving them mind and power to destroy anything. Seventh is enchantment. It is defined as the thought or clause that does not come to an end at a line break, rather it moves over to the next line. Example is from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. The summary of this poem. Robert Frost's poem "Fire and Ice" is a strong symbolic poem, where fire is used as the emotion of desire and ice that of hatred. He has used the idea of the two groups, who had their own possible explanation for the end of the world. One is of the opinion that fire alone can destroy each and every possibility of life on Earth, while the other thinks that if ice, as a result of extreme low temperatures, could cover the Earth's surface, it would lead to the end of the world. Both the components are Let me add on to it.